Oh, look. Streaming time. We're back, baby.
Oh hell.
Hell yeah. What's going on, everybody? I know y'all missed us since we didn't do anything last week because health and wellness.
Nobody missed nothing.
Yeah, they did. They love us. We're loved. We are so loved.
I don't know about all that.
I know about.
Go down.
Welcome back to Chillin' Vanilla Podcast. We're going to go on ahead and get right into the pluggables. Good, sir.
Oh yes. You know, if you're on Twitch, obviously, you're twitch.tv/chillvanilla5. Uh we're on YouTube, Chill Vanilla Podcast. We're on audio versions, anchor.fm/chillvanilla5, and that'll lead to most of your probably favorite platforms like Spotify, Apple, a couple of the other ones. We got social medias. They blink down below. We got a Twitter and a Instagram and a Facebook page. It'll kind of tell you what's happening, what's coming up, and any other crap we want to say. But yeah, that's it. Follow, like, whatever platform you're on. Like, subscribe, all the things, whatever you're doing. You know, the cool people things. Um, let's get into this biatch.
Let's get into this biatch indeed. We are this week on Chillin' Vanilla Podcast. We're going to be going over and reviewing Hitori no Shita, the Outcast. The show itself is actually based on a Chinese donghua, I believe is what those are called. It's basically Chinese manga. And naturally,
Tell me they're the anime not made in Japan?
what? I thought it was Japanese only. Yeah, so the studio behind it is Tencent. I'm sure we've all heard of, if you've been gaming for longer than like a year, I've heard of Tencent. Massive in the gaming industry. They tend to do a lot of animating of like mobile games and shit. So yeah, we'll get into that. Anyways, we're gonna go over the standard issue stuff. I don't know. Is there a waifu of the week? Is there? I couldn't really
Yeah,
tell.
there's one. There's only one. But
True.
we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. There's only one option there. But yeah, the show itself is set in Japan, I believe. And it follows our boy Chou Saran. I'm gonna do the I'm gonna do the Texan version of that goal.
The American
That boy Chou Soren.
Chow
Yeah,
Soren.
Chow Soren over there, brother. Yeah, it follows him. He's a university student. He was also standard issue trained by his grandfather and his father, and has all this latent power that he's been sworn not to use because it's too powerful. It's sidebar for that. It's very strange because all the characters, if you try and Google any of this shit, all the characters' names primarily show up in Chinese because again, it's a
Yeah, I
Chinese
noticed that.
manhwa.
It's hard.
Yeah, and so it's very difficult to find like the Japanese translations. Found them because your boy is awesome like that. But yeah, the searching for shit for this damn show is very difficult because it has like 7 different fucking names.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I only know 2 names, and that's the only 2 I'm gonna actually say. I'm probably gonna just describe characters the
yeah,
rest of
pretty
the
much.
podcast. 'Cause
There's only a couple that I give a
can't
shit
remember them
about,
all.
and it's Cho and fucking Ho Ho or Hoo or Foo Foo.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
hoo,
ooh,
hoo, hoo,
ooh, how?
hoo, hoo, hoo.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the.
Someone else's
What do we
name
have?
here.
What are we gonna do? We need to make a club name for like our followers. We don't have one yet.
A club name?
Yeah, we don't have a club name yet. Like you know how like Beyonce has like the bees or whatever the fuck, and then like uh Lady Gaga's got like her little monsters and shit. Like I don't listen to either of these individuals, by the way.
Well, I will leave that up to you, sir.
You know what? Let's see. Ooh, we should call them the Uwu crew. Yeah. No, I won't do
You're embarrassing yourself.
that. Uwu
All right.
crew. I don't know.
Start every stream like that.
Hell
What's up,
yeah.
Uru crew?
Make a fucking soundbite, baby.
Yeah, every time you get a new follower.
Uwu. Oh, it's pain. I digress.
All right, let's get into this show.
But yes, so again, it comes with names. They're gonna be a little weird if you decide to watch the show, which you should, because obviously it was decent enough for us to review. Don't bring up the one
Not
time.
true.
Don't bring up the one time.
All right.
This is not a token Ranbu scenario. But yes. So I'll go ahead and start off this one because I just finished it as far as season one's concerned. And so it's
this is season
fresh.
One only.
Yeah, season one only. There are 3 seasons, I believe. On certain very super highly legal, never had an issue with it because of how legal it is sites. This shows that there are 6 seasons, but I think it's just because they're in different languages. Similar to how
Kind of
Crunchyroll
like how
does it.
Verve does it.
Yeah,
Verve has like,
yeah.
they'll tell you like, oh, there's 17 seasons.
Yeah.
Like,
there are 397 episodes. Bitch, there's only 2 seasons out. What are you talking about?
yeah.
But yeah, so this is a really interesting show. The first season primarily focuses on like backstory and like building shit. So there's really not a lot of action for a show that's supposed to have a lot of fucking action. It's a fighting show, a fighting anime, and so as such, there should be a shit ton of fighting in it. I don't know what the exact term for that is. I guess like it's a punch 'em up. That's what it's supposed to be, right? And so there are some pretty decent fights in this bitch. And we'll get to the fights. I will start off though with animation. Like I said, I was gonna get to that. I'm gonna get the pain out of the way first. Because that's just been bothering the fuck out of me every episode. So regarding the animation, why is my first question. The reason why I say that is because it has no fucking idea what it's going for, and it's mixing like 7 different art styles into one regularly, like from scene to scene. There are easily 7 different art styles. Even how some of the characters are fucking drawn, it's strange. Am I an artist? Fuck no. Do I understand what I enjoy? Hell yes. And so when it comes to visually, it makes my eyes itch. Okay, and that's saying something. So it's weird because it's like you get like the bug eyes and shit, like it's like a campier anime, but it's not. It definitely has serious vibes. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but it does sometimes. So I guess it just doesn't know what the fuck it wants to do, as far as that's concerned visually. Sometimes like with fights and shit, like some of them are kind of fluid. Other times, only parts of that fight are fluid, and then the rest of it's like we're gonna shuffle that budget elsewhere. You know, like there's shit with there's shit with her, the main super ridiculously strong female in the show. We'll get to her later. Where she's fighting in some scenes, and it's like, holy shit, that's insane, beautifully animated, love it, 10 out of 10, bitches, yes. And then there's other points where it's like, my 8-year-old or my 9-year-old could have drawn this. Like, it's just the way that it transitions sometimes as far as the animation. It's not very fluid, and it's kind of jarring as far as like the fact that the storyline's already kind of jarring because it keeps ripping you everywhere. But we'll get into that as well. Anyways, as far as the as far as the visuals are concerned, I'm not a fan. I can say that, but so far anyway,
him, he's already dead.
So far anyway, I know there's multiple seasons, and I know that the animation probably gets better because they probably got a better budget later on down the road. Yeah, definitely fingers crossed. Yeah, what say you, good sir?
No, dude, I was glad. I was like, thank God I wasn't the only one who felt that way about the animation, because I feel like there'd be like half a second of like I'm getting Demon Slayer animation, and then the next second I'm getting fucking Token Rambu where they're like this half-ass drawing
janky shit, and it's like why
1 frame per second kind of they take a big step, and it's like what the fuck just happened?
It's just
like that was cool until whatever the hell they just did. Like I understand like the art style change. Like a lot of animes do it where they when they're doing a comical scene or a comical
Yeah,
like
like as far
bit,
as like
they change
telling
it. But
stories and like changing like the tone of the character and the dialogue, matching it with the dialogue that's happening there. Yeah, that's fine. Obviously, every anime does that shit. But
they do
just
it like
like
mid fight.
exactly,
We went from like that fight with that lady in the tower in the business tower
yeah,
when they were
yeah,
trying to recruit Cho.
Ghost Fist bitch.
Uh,
Yeah,
well, that's what I was saying. Like we went from they had like all these auras around him where it was like okay, that's like Demon Slayer, good animation, and then all of a
yeah.
sudden we get Seven Deadly Sins where it's the flying fist. And like I understand, I kind of I feel bad saying it because I understand because like her thing was like teleporting her
Yeah,
body, I
so it's
guess.
difficult to animate that. But the thing is,
But
earlier on in the show,
that's
at
what
like
it
episode
reminded me
like
of.
the thing is like episode like 2 or 3, they animated that
Yeah.
beautifully. Like when she fought when
Yeah.
she fought her, it looked gorgeous. Like, so what the fuck happened? I don't understand.
Well, like I think they're really good at like drawing, like animating the elemental stuff, kind of, because like they did
Yes.
at the beginning where Cho's like lightning shit came out,
Yeah.
and so they're good at that. It's just I don't know, some like you said, sometimes it feels like mid scene we're getting two different like they had three different artists animate it
Yeah,
the
like
same
it like they
scene
were like, well,
at
we do
different
gotta
points,
we need to worry or we need to focus on animating another portion of this. So
like completely different style art.
yeah, like completely different. They were just like, "Hey, come on in here, chief," and he's like, "Okay, where are we at with this? Figure it out." And he's just like, "Fuck it," and they started drawing.
Like, cause sometimes they draw the characters with like really weird body shapes. Like
hmm
the body would feel off, like the shape of it. Like it didn't feel consistent. Like
So
it felt
like
like it was at a weird angle or something.
Ghost Punch bitch as an example. She she whenever she's like, "I'm doing this for my family" or whatever the fuck, right? Why are her
Yeah.
shoulders like super narrow, dog? Like this shit was weird looking. I was like, is this supposed to be like a side profile? I can't tell. Like it just I don't know. There are certain anatomical features like shoulders, hands, a lot of times,
Legs,
yeah, legs for
legs for
sure,
sure.
that are just like they kind of slowly fall into that uncanny valley territory where it's like it's just alien. Like I don't really like it. But she's supposed to be human, so
That
that's
Code Geass,
no. See, like that was
long
that
ass.
was
No, no, no. I'm just saying the long ass alien
but
looking
yeah,
bitch
like the
legs
super
and shit.
weird, like extra, like exaggerated anatomy. It's just so strange. Um, yeah, if I were scoring the show solely on animation, that shit would get like a 4 though.
Yeah,
Like
it
all
wasn't
ass. It
wasn't my
was
favorite part
yeah, it was not my
for sure.
speed. Speaking of, we can definitely get into story.
Yeah.
So
Hitori no Shita.
yeah, the storyline's ass. Currently anyway. I, I feel like again I've seen clips of the show. It looks pretty dope, right? But then again, I've seen a lot of the fighting clips that look really fucking dope. So I feel like the storytelling's pretty meh, and like they didn't do any kind of like pizzazz to like spruce it up and just like verbatim copy pasted that shit from the webcomic.
Well,
So it was
see,
like
I
a
feel like
webcomic that got really popular, right? And so it got picked up, it got animated, and they were like, we don't need to do anything as far as updating this or giving a little bit of Got a High School is an example of what happens whenever you take a webcomic and then you make it an anime, and it's pretty fucking good, right? Story wise. The story is kind of rushed. Like, yes, please give me pizzazz, Batman. The story is kind of rushed in Got a High School, just using as an example, but the fights are fucking gorgeous. The way the story is told, there's very minimal exposition. It's typically told through fighting, right? And so that it the pacing of that show is like breakneck speed because of the fact that they're let's cram as much as we can in 12 episodes and then back off of this bitch and see if anybody actually likes it. Um, and I feel like that's kind of what they thought with this first season, where they were like, let's kind of focus on like, hey, here's some cool history on these fighters. Hey, here's some cool history on this like made up fighting style that's probably hypothetical or actually existed, way the fuck back when. Shit like that. Like and it's just really strange how they jump between like we're focusing on Cho. Actually, we're focusing on some random fucking dude that knew Cho's granddad. Oh, is this a piece of the puzzle? No, it has nothing to do with the actual puzzle of the mystery behind Cho's granddad. Like, there's just a lot of that.
Okay,
Like,
yeah. So I kind of agree, but kind of don't. Like, I'm somewhat interested in the story. Like, as far as like,
I am
I'm
too. It's just
interested in the
like,
concept. It's just hard to keep up with.
mm-hmm.
Like it does jump a lot, but I do feel somewhat invested in some of the characters.
Yeah, like I have hope for
Like
the
Fu, I'm
story.
more interested in Fu's fucking story than
A
Cho.
hundred
Like I
percent. I was gonna
I
say
could
that.
give
Yeah,
two shits less about
a
the main
hundred
character.
percent. The MC, if anybody is interested, which I hope so because you're here, the MC is probably made out of 100% free range cardboard. He is pretty fucking cookie cutter when it comes to MCs. He is kind of fucking
Annoying
boring,
too.
honestly. Yeah, he's really annoying and boring. Like they don't know what to do with him. So like he kind of comes off like if you're used to watching like My Hero and you have very clear tropes in the show, they tried to jam like 5 different tropes into this character. It's really fucking irritating.
Yeah, I'm more
Um,
interested in everybody else.
everybody else,
Everybody
even some of the
else's story.
supporting
I'm more
characters,
interested in
like
his grandpa's story.
100%. I'm more interested in the Joe clan's entire lineage story because that's pretty fucking dope, right? I'm more interested in that shit 100% than I am giving a shit about Cho.
Well, I am, yeah, and I'm interested about like I'm interested in like the kind of the world, like the techniques and the fighting styles
Yeah,
and kind of all that stuff. It's a lot to keep up with, especially in the first, just
so
having watched
much.
it one season.
Yeah,
So I really don't know. I feel like I really don't know what's going on, but I'm interested to kind of let them keep building on it. Yeah, last few episodes where they kind of went through Fu Ho Ho's past, I was like, all right, I'm really interested now because
yeah. That's really what I appreciate them doing that and kind of and dragging that on for 2 episodes
especially because
because
she's
there's
so
so much there.
mysterious.
Yeah, she's super mysterious, ridiculously strong, clearly immortal. Strange. That was not a fan of it. I saw the fucking title. The episode was 1944, and I was like,
What?
you fucking what now? Like, um,
I like me some older women.
she's got to be at bare minimum like 80. Like,
I think they said she like looks like I think she stopped aging at like 20 or something.
yeah, 20.
And but she's
Um,
clearly older than as old as
100%.
at least as old as Cho's grandpa.
But yeah, to put it this way, or so put it this way, the
Spoilers, she knew him.
yeah, that shouldn't really affect anything. It's pretty clear
Oh, I know, I'm just
as far as that's
but
concerned.
we forgot to say spoilers at the beginning
A
anyways.
100% gilf, bro. Like damn straight Batman. Yes, 100%.
Oh, damn.
It makes no sense, but yes, yeah, she very much is a super interesting character. I really enjoyed like just how weird she is.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
very personal and it helps with the storytelling as far as that's concerned because there are those moments where like she has like these semblances of humanity solely because she's been alive for so fucking long. So like it kind of taps in every now and then. But yeah, that fucks me up that like she is significantly more interesting as a supporting
Well, like
character.
when they were training at the house and she just fucking took all her clothes off to go shower.
Oh
She's like,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to do that." Like no social abilities
Zero,
or
zero
awareness
read
at
the
all.
room. Like, yeah. You're just like, yeah, we're here. Yeah, like she's a very interesting character for the sole fact that she is oblivious, but also stupid powerful.
A badass.
Nobody knows how many different fucking outsider powers she has, dog. Like, she just keeps changing her shit up. People are like, what? Um, the
Back to
I'm
well,
just
kind of
I'm just thinking of like the story, dog. Like I'm sorry, I apologize for the pause. It's just like the story is just all over the place trying to tell itself. Like it doesn't know where to
well,
go.
the one problem I have, I did say I was interested in the fighting techniques, but the one problem I have is I kind of feel like when they're fighting, I can't even think of what to compare it to, but like it's always like, but wait, you forgot about this trick I have. But wait, you forgot about this trick I have. Like it feels like they're always pulling something new out of their ass, and you don't
Fucking
actually
Baki.
know.
That's all I
Yeah, you
thought
actually
of.
don't know what they do.
All I thought it was
It felt like
Baki.
that a few times.
Yeah, where it's like they don't have. They're supposed to be from this fucking clan, right? Their own respective clans at this point, right? So there's a scene where there are multiple outsider companies, right? They all do their thing. They're as outsiders. Outsiders just have special ability, so on and so forth. Anyways, the head of the what is it, Tenkoshi or whatever the fuck, the main ability that Chou has, was like, weird.
Oh, the Tin Shifu or
Yeah,
something.
Tenshifu. There you go. Weird. It seems like you understand my power. But it's weak, useless. I will try. Oh, you are strong. I guess you are worthy of me actually
But
trying.
wait, there's more.
And then completely different power. What the? What the fuck? Like,
But you didn't expect that one, did you?
right? The whole ass Billy Mays was these goddamn powers. Like, but wait, there's more. Head ass. Like, I don't understand it. It's, I guess, to make it more entertaining. I guess it would make sense because over the years you've honed one abilities for so long, you might as well learn some other shit as a trump card or some shit. I don't fucking know. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe I just don't understand it well enough yet to
I so
piece it all together.
I've seen other anime like that. Like, I mean, Yu Yu Hakusho way the fuck back when I say way the fuck back when God, super old. But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho did that shit. Most fighting anime do that shit. Kengan Ashura does that shit. Um, what else? Baki, of course. I mentioned Baki earlier. Baki 100% does that shit. God, what else? They're basically fighting anime, right? Any fighting anime that you've ever watched does that shit. Where it's like, oh, but wait, sneak attack. Where did this power come from? It was weakened. It was latent. Back 100,000 years ago,
Well, at least they're not pulling it
a
out of the
comet
power of
farted in a
friendship.
meteor, and boom, it sprinkled on his ancestors, and thus he has meteor power. Like that kind of shit. That's basically what this is. Except sans the exposition. Like, yeah,
I know it.
I.
I don't even know
It's
what else to say about it. It's almost like
it's
the
give
only reason I want to watch it is because of Fu. Oh,
yes, that's it.
but
I need to learn more about her. I feel like Cho is gonna do a 180 and become a significantly more interesting character post season
hopefully,
one because they made him out to be a basic bitch this season solely to be like, yeah, he might have inherited this like super cool power. But plot twist, he really didn't. He only inherited some of the cool power. So yeah, I think that that's going to play big into how they move forward. And of course, is going to be training him. So hopefully he ends up being significantly better. Because in the like 5 minutes that she was training fucking Pup, uh, he unlocked his key. And so it's like, oh shit,
oh, Pup's mom's a hoe for
whole
sure.
ass, bro. Hey, I was gonna get to that. I was like, it's like to wrap up the storytelling there.
New segment of bitch of the week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need to have that punk ass bitch of the week. So there's a flashback scenario to where they're like going back to like the first instance of the granddad for two of the dudes that run the company that picked up Cho. It's a very just watch a damn show. Anyways, it's the describing that as a pain in the ass. Anyways, their father wakes up. Their dad remembers remembers her. He remembers her and is like, oh, Hamu, it is you. All these years, you've never aged. And then like they commence to go into this like flashback for the last few episodes to explain how the fuck he knows her. And of course, drop the bombshell of like, she killed your father or your grandfather. And so it's like,
Yeah,
Nani
that
the
one.
fuck? And I'm like, that makes sense. And she's all calm about it. Like, she's like, yeah, I killed him. And what? She gonna do about it, bitch? Like,
That was all in his guts. No, yeah. Well, how she actually killed him. I was like, okay, well,
yeah, it was a mercy kill. Like,
that's a bullshit excuse to keep that going. But
yeah, 100.
I guess
Percent Like,
good shocker line put in there, but
it's like,
it ended
oh,
up being
now I'm
really not that big
invested.
a deal.
Holy shit!
She
And then it's
mercy
like,
killed him because he was dying already.
yeah, 100%.
Didn't really mean much.
But yeah, the backstory there was so good, and then all of a sudden you get to the mom. So like the mom is like this super caring person, blah blah blah. This is during the war. They're in this really small village. This is during World War II English. And so like they're this really small village. Well, some bandits take advantage of the fact that like most of the men are like out fighting and shit, right? They take advantage of shit. They come and start pulling supplies from the village. All of a sudden, here comes coming up completely oblivious to the fact that all this shit's happening.
She lost her memory.
She lost her memory, so she doesn't know how to human. But yeah, Pup's mom. Pup is the old man, Joe. Anyways, he's the one that knows her like 50 years later, and it's like, oh, you haven't aged a bit. I knew it.
He's an old man during our main character's time.
Yeah, so like in present, quote unquote, present time, he's old as shit and he's on his deathbed. But when he first meets her, he's 9, and she hasn't fucking aged. So that should just tell you how ridiculous this individual is. Like,
he's a vampire.
Vampire. But yeah, like the fuckery that she was like, no, it's fine. We'll go look for your family. Just stay here. Promise, I'll come back. Punk ass bitch. Ugh. But yeah,
Well, basically, okay, I'm gonna explain it better than you because you fucking suck.
Yes, because I was pissed. I'm trying not to give away too much.
Family, a kind of semi-adopted Ho-Oh when she was in this 1944 time period when she was lost her memory and couldn't find who she belonged to. They adopted her for like 5 years. The bandits came, was fucking shit up. They killed the dad of Pup. And so the mom was like, what would make me happy? Kill all those fucking bandits. And then they didn't know she could whoop everyone's ass at the time. She was just speaking out of anger. She killed all the bandits. So that scared the mom. The mom took her out in the woods and was like, we'll come back for you. You can't stay in the village. And then mom fucking bailed. It's like, we're not going back for that bitch.
Yeah. I was trying to keep a lot of that out because it is a pretty big surprise when it's like, holy shit. No, and she just goes absolute ham.
We already said spoilers, but...
I mean, true.
The way you were saying it, ain't no one know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. It was meant to be. It was meant to be like, oh shit, and then it's like, oh, she is a punk ass bitch. Yeah,
fake ass bitch of the week.
Definitely. Yeah. Let's move on to character development.
I think we've kind of already touched.
We kind of touched on it. Yeah, we touched on it. This will be a pretty quick recap as far as that's concerned. The Joe brothers are kind of irritating, especially the one that smokes all the time, because you gotta have an anime character that smokes all the time.
You didn't know that makes him cool, bro?
Makes him super cool, dude. He is fucking highly irritating. The other one that's a little more level-headed, he's okay.
I mean, I really don't give a shit about their characters.
Yeah, I don't really care about them. Way possible. Currently there's nothing that makes me want to go, man, I can't wait to watch this next episode so I can see this character in particular. Currently the only individual in this entire fucking show that's the case is Ho. That's it. That's fucking it. Yes, we will say this 1,000 times. We're not even gonna do an actual waifu of the week because there's no competition. It's Ho. Like, that's it. Why? Because she's a boss. That's it. There's no. I'm not.
Boss ass.
You know what? Here, I'm gonna play the shit and I'm gonna just say Ho. Okay, here we go. Watch.
Waifu of the week.
It's Ho. Okay, so.
Surprise. Should have crossed out Ho and put it over the question mark in the animation.
Oh shit. But yeah, she's a badass. She can fight like a motherfucker. She can. She
She
can.
whoops everyone's ass.
Yes, she can beat literally everyone's
She
ass.
look
She
good.
can do whatever the fuck she wants because she knows all the styles. She can
Apparently, I don't know.
help you
She
unlock your
seems to know it
key
all.
with her
She knows how to
forehead.
kill you with a knife.
Yeah, she can just go, hey, here's some power
Oh,
with her
best
forehead.
scene when
So,
she fucking took those heels and jammed them in that
oh
fucker's head.
my god. I had to pause because I just had like, it
Well, it's
set my
funny watching
jaw
her
drop
fight in
like, oh my
heels, and she's
god.
like, she basically pulled a Rock Lee and was like, I need to take these
I need to take these off.
hindrances off.
My man said, how the fuck did your speed and movement increase just by taking shoes off? God, that shit
Yeah,
was
no,
wild. Yeah,
she's badass.
she's a
Luckily,
badass. She's an amazing character.
only character that
Uh
matters. Only reason to watch the
Currently,
show.
yeah. Currently in season
Currently,
one, she's the only character that matters. I'm sure there are going to be way more. They're gonna be dope as fuck later on. But currently she's the one that matters.
hopefully.
I really hope so.
Hold my
There's
hopes out.
3 seasons of this shit. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna continue watching it and in the hopes that it gets better. And I feel like
We're
it's
gonna
going
do
to
our
get
due
better.
diligence as professional
Reviewers,
consumers.
yes, 100%. In our expert opinions, we're going to continue watching this show just for you. Fuck Token Rombi. Don't even bring that up as far as me not being an
I can't even
expert and professional
justify-
on the. Yeah, I no. There's
Can't fight
matter of
that
fact, every fucking one of y'all go watch that goddamn show. Go watch 3 episodes of that show and be like, it's not so bad. And then keep watching it. Get like 6-7 episodes in, and then you'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. Garbage.
It's
Anyways,
shit.
let's go ahead and wrap this bad boy up, Chief.
Animation all over the place.
Yeah.
Characters, most of them I don't give a shit about. Ho-Ho's the only thing that saved the show, truly. Like Chou, I'm holding hope out that Chou Surin, the MC's story, actually develops.
Yes.
I'd like it to.
I have so much hope for it.
Him,
Yes.
but I can't guarantee that I will. Fu Ho, I hope, I'm fingers crossed they don't screw her story up, because I'm holding out hope that I like her ending of her story. I mean, that's about it. It's okay. It's not anywhere as bad as Token Rambu. I can't say that. It has potential. That's the best way to put it. Is
There
it
you
has
go.
potential.
It's like it's there, right the fuck
It's
there.
it's got it. It could do it if it really put its mind to it. But
Listen.
It's got to do it in season 2 and 3. It's got to.
Listen, Batman. First off, give your rating, and then I'll explain
Oh,
why
I'm
we're
tossing
saying
back and
this.
forth on this because I want to be nice, but I also like, because of the potential, I want to be nice, but then at the same time, I want to give it a real rating.
Yeah.
Like,
Give both. Give your no bullshit objective rating, and then give your subjective rating. How about we're gonna mix some shit up today?
no bullshit. I'd say 5 out of 10. It's
Yeah.
It's fine. It's average. My holding out hope rating is like a 7 out of 10, and that's only because Ho, like, her story could make or break this show for me.
Literally.
And so, like, yeah, honest rating. Like, I feel like the season one standalone, 5 out of 10. It's just it's a show. It's not bad, but it's not like anything that to write home about.
Solid answer there. All right, Batman. Here's the sitch. All right, the the potential of the show is what we're going off of currently, right? You heard him. You heard the man. The potential of the show is what we're going off of currently, because you can see it. Like, it's fucking there. You know it has what it takes. You know it's got all the pieces. It's just holding it back.
See the light shining through the little hole in the
exactly. This piece of shit is holding the pieces back from you, like as a fucking soft paywall, right? Just turn off JavaScript. That's a real thing, by the way. If you ever get stuck behind a paywall, just turn off JavaScript in your browser. Just turn off JavaScript and nerd, baby. Just turn off the fucking JavaScript and then fucking refresh the page, and boom, you'll see it, baby. All the fruits there for the taking. It's got so much potential.
We'll
so
have to
fucking
do
much.
season 2.
It did, like I said, the story, like Cole said, all over the fucking place. The animation, all over the fucking place. It's like it was trying to find its footing. It's like going to the gym for the first time and trying to do bench and fucking ego lifting and fucking your shit up. That's basically what it did. Ego lifted, right? And then it was like, okay, you know what? Baby steps. And so it was like, we're only gonna slap 25s on the end of, on this barbell, dog. Fuck that fucking 345s on each side shit. Nah, I almost died there. That's basically what it does. Irritating as fuck. Storyline, just like Cole said, the only good part about that shit currently is fucking like she is amazing. She is such a great fucking character. I love that she's like
Great
she gets,
character in a okay show.
yes, a great character in an okay show. And yes, Batman, you should be ready to see fucking weird shoulders. But yes, this show actually is
Hey, their shoulders.
the show has the potential to be very awesome. Hopefully, it will be in seasons 2 and 3. I would like to bet that it will, and so my honest score is going to be 4, flat out. It is solely based off of fucking Fu Ho Ho. All right, that's it. That's why it gets a 4.
Rating?
My hopeful rating is a 6. Reason why I said 6, yeah, exactly. But that's why I was like, I mostly read exactly what your scores. Very solid. The reason why that it's a 6 and not a 7 is because of the fact that it's still it just when you get done with the first season, it's like y'all motherfuckers was trying too hard, dog. Like, what we doing? Take it back, take it from 5th to 4th. You about to blow your shit, dog. Like, what we doing? And it's obvious, like it's painfully obvious, and so hopefully the pacing not so much slows down to a grinding halt, but levels out to where it's not this weird mix of like slow and rushed and then shit's just sporadically all over the damn place, right?
I think once they get the main kind of story kind of settled, I think it'll be able to go smoother. I think they a lot of season 1 was lore dumping stuff, and kind of
100%.
explaining things, which I appreciate, but at the same time there's a good way to kind of mix that.
Yeah, you should be able to explain by way of the fighting, by way of just the character development. You should be able to tie in world building to that, and a very minimal exposition. We've all seen shows that are capable of doing that shit, both shows, regular and anime. It's doable. This is just a poorly written fucking first season, and hopefully that's not the case for seasons 2 and 3. If they decide to put
a low budget show,
I think so. Basically, the issue here is that it's a Tencent is the publisher, and so since Tencent is the publisher, they have at least 100 fucking things that they're animating and doing at any given time. They do animation fucking shorts. They do these like dope ass animation shorts for literal mobile games that no one's ever gonna fucking play. I don't know if you've ever seen that shit, but just Google like Tencent mobile game clips or whatever the fuck, and you'll see shit like that. The trailers for some of this shit is so ridiculous. Like, I'm talking Demon Slayer, Tengen fucking fighting type shit. Like, just balls to the wall animation budget blown on a fucking 2-minute clip for a mobile game nobody's gonna play. And then like an actual series, they're like, we'll see. Like,
that's a lot of work right there.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, I mean, that's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort, bro.
More than 2 minutes long.
Yeah. It's fucking wild to me. So we'll see. I definitely want to watch season 2. I definitely want to just finish the fucking show all around, but I do want to watch season 2. I do want us to come back to this one.
We will.
In the not too distant future. That way we can give everyone an update as far as like the storyline, because it's
in case you don't want to watch it yourself.
Yeah, in case you don't want to watch it yourself, and you're just like, I'll just wait for them to fucking suffer through it or enjoy it. It depends. So we shall see for sure. But yeah, like I said, I would give it a watch if you want. If you have some free time, sort of kill off a show, I would definitely watch it. It's not like there's a lot of like deep thought that's going into the storyline, obviously, but there are some enjoyable scenes. It's worth the watch. It's 12 episodes. It's not like you're slogging through. Yeah, watch it for ho ho. Ho ho
ho ho.
Ho ho ho. But yeah, I would definitely recommend watching it. It's, like I said, super quick watch, 12 episodes. If you're watching on a browser, I think you can 2x that shit. I did that. I got done with it. Got done with all 12 episodes in like 2 hours. So they're not a little less than that. So I mean, it's doable. Enjoyable for sure. If you just like turn your brain off, you enjoy bullshit. You can embrace the whiny weird nonsense that is Chou Soran. But yeah, I will go ahead and wrap it up by saying, yeah, we for sure will revisit this world because it's
next
worth
week?
it. Next week is a toss up. We're gonna dig in the hat of shit that we have ready to go. And go from there because I know we still gotta do Quintessential Quintuplets movie. I know we still gotta do. Yep, I know we still gotta do.
Weeks.
Correct. I know we still gotta do Mob Psycho. And I know, yep, season 2 or 3.
2. I haven't done 2.
We stopped at that's 1. Right. That's right.
Or no?
Yeah, I thought we did 2. No, we did 2. We're on 3.
Did we do 2?
Yeah, we did 2. We did 2 2 weeks ago.
Up.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Look at you. Look at you. Getting old, brother. Getting old, brother.
Apparently. Oh yeah, 3 now. I gotta check my shit.
Yeah, Doug.
I was thinking in my head all of season 1 and 2 was like just season 1. I was like, no, never.
Well, because of how fluidly it transitions into season 2.
How
right?
Great it was.
Look at that beautiful storytelling. Wild.
Can't even tell the seasons apart.
But yeah, the next few weeks should be a toss up. I have some ideas planned as far as what we can watch, so we can go over those. We'll go over those offline. That way, we don't keep them too long. Pluggables, fire them off.
Twitch.tv/ChillVanilla5 if you're listening. If you're here with us now, we also have our episodes on YouTube, Chill Vanilla Podcast. Go check those out if you miss a week. Oh yeah, we're on Twitch. I forgot to say this at the beginning. 7:30 Central Time PM every Wednesday, every week, except last week when Allison's being a bitch. We got audio versions in case you don't want to look at us. Anchor.fm/ChillVanilla5. It links you to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the other shit.
I did it right this time.
A lot of other major ones. Are you pointing the right way this time?
Yeah.
There's a QR code on the screen if you're not watching audio that links you to all of our shit.
It does work. It is not gonna link you to some like weird Russian porn site or some shit, so you're Gucci.
Well, there might be a link in the.
Hey, no. Don't listen to him, Twitch.
All right, but yeah, that's about it. Check us out next week if you missed this week, or thanks for coming if you're here now, and
we'll see y'all then.
We'll give you some more bullshit opinions next week.
Fuck yeah. Take care, y'all. Peace.